Hi, and welcome to Discovering in Color, a channel that's designed to show you just how much fun it is to have a good time in the outdoors. It's very easy. Got a lot of videos out here that show you some great techniques, some great ideas that you can use. And if you like them, please hit the little like button down there. And I've also got a little subscribe button down there for those of you not on a cell phone, but if you're on a larger tablet or something like that, it's a little button right down there in the corner, or it's in that corner. It's in one of the two corners. But go ahead and hit it and please subscribe. So let's talk about sun protection. So sun protection, what does the gadget man talk about when he talks about sun protection? First thing we want to talk about is, what do we mean sun protection? What are we trying to protect from? Well, we're trying to protect from ultraviolet radiation from the sun. And it comes in two forms. It comes in a UVA and it comes in a UVB. Now the UVA, that's the one that's going to give you a tan if you want to use that one. So if you see folks sitting out on the beach and they're getting darker and darker, that's being caused by the UVA. So not so bad if that's your actual goal. And then we have the UVB. Now the UVB, that's one that's not quite so good, because that's the one that gets into your cells and may or may not cause cancer depending on how much exposure that you have. And remember, it's cumulative, so what you get as a youth may not show up until years and years later. Now, how do we protect ourselves from the sun? There's a couple different barriers that we can use to do it. We've got chemical barriers and we've got physical barriers. So let's talk about the chemical barriers. Chemical barrier is sunscreen. We've all heard of it, and it's got this little number, as most people can see on there. It's called a SPF, or sun protection factor. This one here is a sun protection factor of 30, and I've seen them down as low as 2. I've seen them as high as 100. Let's just talk about this one that says 30 on here. You can go on the internet, you can look around and figure out the numbers, but when you see something that has an SPF 30, it's going to block, and this is a broad spectrum one which blocks UVA and UVBs, but an SPF 30 is going to block approximately 97% of those ultraviolet rays. That's what you want, okay? Getting rid of 97%, especially of the UVB, hey, that means that you're not going to get those nasty cancers and all that kind of stuff that could possibly show up when you get older, okay? It means you won't tan as fast, but hey, you know, me, I'm okay with that. Now, could you get a higher SPF rating? You could. You can get a 40, a 50, 100, but remember, an SPF 30 is already blocking almost 97% of it. So the higher up a number you go, you're not going to get more than 3% additional. So why pay the extra money for something that's not going to give you very much protection? So those are your sunscreens. The next barrier to sunscreens you can talk about is going to be clothing. Okay? And we're going to start from the top down. But first we're going to talk about materials. A lot of folks wear cotton out there. Cotton is not a very good fabric to wear if you're going to be out camping, backpacking, that type of stuff. It doesn't insulate you when you're cold, and it makes you very hot when it's warm outside. So let's talk about hats, okay? First off, what's a bad example of a hat? A visor. Not a good example here. You put it on, it kind of protects the forehead here a little bit. It really just kind of gets rid of the sun glare, but you know, your head's going to get beat down, your ears get beat down, your neck gets beat down, so this is not a very good thing to use. So we don't want to use that. Next we have a ball cap. Okay? Ball cap's a good way to go. You can put it on, protects your whole head. Hey, the bill's long enough here, it's going to keep some of that sun off of your face there, off your nose and forehead, but it doesn't protect your ears and it does not protect your neck. So, I mean, it's okay, a lot of people wear them. If you're not out too much in the sun, if you're hiking in a green tunnel, okay, this will work for you. But if you're trying to do sun protection, not the best option. Now, my favorite one that I like to wear, okay, is a wide-billed hat. Look at this right here, okay? Protects your head, protects your face, protects your ears, protects your neck. So if you're looking for something that's really going to give you a lot of sun protection, this is the way to go. Now they have the ones that have the flaps that come down over your ears and your neck, and they're okay in cooler temperatures, but if it's hot outside, not enough airflow gets in the back. I do have one, but I don't wear it very much. Next, let's talk about shirts, okay? A couple different types of shirts out there. This is a dry fit shirt right here. It's just a standard, regular dry fit shirt. It doesn't do a very good job of keeping the sun off of you because shirts, when it comes to sun protection, are not measured in SPF, but they're measured in UPF, or ultraviolet protection factor. In order for a piece of clothing to have an ultraviolet protection factor, it's got to have two things done to it. First, it's got to be chemically treated. Now, it's not nasty chemicals that come off in your skin when you wear it, but there are chemical treatments that you can do to a fabric to help block out those ultraviolet rays. It also has to have a certain weave pattern in there. Okay? Regular dry fit shirts, they're pretty thin and the sun can get right through. A cotton shirt has a UPF of approximately 5 to 7, depending on how it's made. It's also cotton, so when you stand out in the sun, even if it's a white shirt, you're going to get hot. Okay? Now, a wet cotton shirt, the UPF drops down to about a 3, so avoid the cotton. And when we're talking about shirts, here's a cotton shirt right here. Okay? I've seen folks wear it in the summer. It's a long sleeve cotton shirt. You can put it on, and people are thinking, man, I got this shirt on, and it's protecting me from the sun, but a UPF of approximately 5 to 7. So the cotton shirt, just get rid of that. Don't do it for sun protection. Next, we have some other ways of doing it. This one here, I like this shirt, and I've shown it in a couple of my other videos. This is this Mountain Hardwear shirt right here. It's got a hood. It's got long sleeves. It's got these nice little thumb holes in the sleeves, so you can put your thumbs out and you can pull it all the way down, and I'll show you what it looks like with me on here in a second. And it's got a UPF of 50. UPF of 50, you're looking at 97 and 98% of the sun rays being blocked here. That's pretty daggone good. So this is the red Mountain Hardwear. Another one I use for sun protection, this is actually a merino wool top. Believe it or not, merino wool actually does block a certain amount of the rays. It's actually naturally sun repellent. It also, when you get out there and it's hot, it doesn't stink. So I wouldn't necessarily wear this long sleeve shirt in August, but you know, when you get into September, October, the rest of the year, one, it's merino wool, so it won't stink. It will give you some insulation, okay? It does breathe. This one here doesn't have little armholes in it, but this one's made by Woolex, and it won't stink. That's the thing about it is. The one I wore on my section hike, I wore for 4 days through the sweats. When I was done, I mean, you had a little bit of an odor, but nothing like what a cotton shirt or something that would have done. And then finally, we have basically a shirt that's designed. This is more of a fishing shirt type right here. This is chemically treated. This has a UPF of 50. And this one right here blocks out a lot, okay? One thing about these fishing shirts I've never figured out is what is this for? So if anybody wants to leave me a comment for what that does, I'd really appreciate that. But this shirt here, it's a button-up shirt, okay? You can actually pull up the collar to protect your neck. And it's very light. It's vented in the back. So they're really good shirts. And then my favorite, the ultimate protection you could possibly get is just to carry an umbrella, okay? This one here is actually a sun umbrella. It's made by 6 Moon Designs, okay? It's the Silver Shadow. This is a nice little thing here because it works in 2 different ways. One, when you open it up, and you can see on the bottom it's black, okay? But not only does it protect the sun, one, by reflecting it, the silver reflects the heat off, and the black helps to keep the UV out right there. But if it happens to rain outside, you can pull it out and use it as an umbrella. So it's got lots of great features to it. Very light. I keep it. I just tuck it in the back of the pack. And this is a plug for 6 Moon Designs. They've got great customer service, so they're good to order from. They actually helped me out with this. I had a problem with this a couple of months ago, and they were very good. They helped me out. So they get a thumbs up to 6 Moon Designs. Now, the other part of you that you want to protect is your bottom, okay? You can wear long pants, and I don't have any examples of those over here that I'm going to show today, but you can wear long pants, you can wear short pants. These pants I have on right now, these are actually these little fishing shorts. They actually have a UPF factor to them, but they're short pants. So the rest of my legs are exposed. So most folks will wear a long sleeve shirt, a nice hat, those type of things, but on your legs, put on some sun protection. Also put sun protection on your hands, okay? And reapply this about every 2 hours is what you want. Because as you do things, as you sweat, as you stop at a water source and fill up with water, your hands are probably going to get wet, and it's just going to wash that off. So you don't want to. You want to keep that that stuff off of your hands. Because if you think about it, if you wear a shirt, your hands are always exposed. Yeah, very rarely do you wear gloves, especially in the summertime. Nobody does. Also protect your legs because that can get sunburned too when you're not thinking about it. You're just walking. That's the presentation on sun protection. So protect yourselves. There's lots of great gear out there to do it with. If you like this, hit that little like button, subscribe. I love to hear comments. I'll try to get back to you if I can. Usually I try to at least give you a thumbs up or I like it or a thanks or something. So that's it. I'm the Gadget Man with Discovering in Color, and look forward to seeing you on the trail, and we'll have our next video out soon. Thanks.